Okay, so just arrived at Motorcycle Live, North Speed Shop. Just going to take you around some of the bikes and things that catch my eye. Okay, first store, the BSA, which was only just unveiled a few days ago. Quite a surprise, really. So got the 650, the Gold Star. It's a 650 single liquid cooled. Weight is 198. Power, I think it's going to be about 45 brake horsepower. Very interesting. Quite nice in the flesh. I quite like it. Just talking to the guys over there on the stand. So at the minute it's going to be Indian produced, but their intention is to build it in Birmingham, hopefully in the new year if they can find a factory. That will be interesting in the sense that when I asked him, he said it would make no difference to the price. So we could have an English built retro bike competing with the Interceptor that's built in Britain, because price wise he said about sort of Interceptor price, maybe a touch more, but in that sort of price bracket. So yes, interesting. Not sure about the red. Quite like the two-tone, but the Gold Star on the stand, I mean, that's quite nice. David, the Dorothy Speed Shop aficionado on classics, what do we make of it?
What do we make of it? I think it's a good bike. Love to have a ride of it.
Does look good. I mean, if that comes in at sort of 6.5, 45 horsepower, built in Birmingham, I think onto a winner, really. We shall see. So we're just looking at the exhaust.
So it goes in there and out there, so there's a gap. There's enough behind in there.
Oh, so this is decoy, isn't it? That's decoy to make it look like a single piece exhaust.
It does exit through this,
but actually it's feeding through and then going in there into an expansion chamber and cat. But the impression is of a single piece exhaust. Quite clever, that.
Make it look like it.
Yeah. It's all in the art of disguise, isn't it? Rembos. Good brakes.
Like it's got a carburetor.
Yeah. Quite interesting. Okay, next bike, the Voge DSX500. So I rode the DS a few months ago, which had got the 17-inch cast wheels. I've got to say, I really like the bike. I rode it back to back with my CB500X. It uses a copied or blueprinted or unlicensed engine. So it's exactly the same output and delivery of the 500X, but it does seem to have a bit more poke, a bit more liveliness. Chassis was good, brakes were good, suspension was pretty good, and so this DSX is the spoke-wheeled 19-inch front wheel, 17-inch rear wheel version, £5,500 or 6 with the luggage. I've got to say, quite like it. There you are, mate. Go on, jump on it. Quite like that. 47 brake horsepower, about 220 kilos. What do you think to it?
It's nice, actually. Nice height, nice. Very nice.
What do you normally ride?
Sod all at that one.
So you're looking for the first bike back in?
Yeah.
And an adventure bike like this then?
Probably not. There's some more upright.
So what caught your eye about this one then? What caught your eye about this one?
The stance of it.
Stance of it.
Stance.
Yeah, nice that. Alternative to Benelli TRK 502, alternative to CB500X. Hopefully test riding it in January. Okay, so just on the Royal Enfield stand where they got all the older stuff for you to look at. They got the new anniversary Continentals and Interceptors, which look interesting. Bit of brass work. But I think what we're interested in is the classic 350. I'm going to go to this one because it's nicest looking. So Meteor engine, just in a classic bullet style frame, bodywork. Got to say, first impressions, it looks very nice. I love the polish engine. The detailing is good, the quality is good. Embossed lettering. 4,200 quid, 23 brake horsepower, I think. good reviews and feedback on the Meteor, so bodes well really. Again, a lot of bite for the money. There's a chap when we finished filming on the Voge who looked at the price and went, wow, what a lot of bite for the money. And I think the same applies here. You know, that's just a really good motorcycling experience for just over £4 grand. Nice rubber inserts, just the detailing which is really good. A few different variants. Hello. Here's Dee Dee. Dee Dee.
Clean up your coffee.
What? Oh no, did I do that? Oh, sorry, I've just. So the Enfield's leaking oil already, which apparently is my coffee. Sorry about that. Okay, just want to quickly show you the 650 SG, which effectively is going to be a Super Meteor, twin-cylinder 650 Meteor using the engine out of the Interceptor Continental. This is a prototype, but it gives, I guess, it gives the game away as to what they're going to be working on. I'm sure we're going to lose the fancy wheels and the cowl and things, but for all intents and purposes, that is going to be a 650 Meteor. Should be interesting. I think there's a lot of interest in the Meteor, and there's also a lot of interest in the 650 engine. So bringing the two together, I think we're on to a winner. In a bit, I'll show you the Interceptor, or the Interceptor with the Himalayan front end that Cooper, the bike shop, have built. That's on the Jivvy stand, so I'll show you that in a bit. Just wanted to show you some of the other custom bikes. Is everything at the minute. Everyone seems to be banging on about custom bikes, so I think we'll see plenty more. Alright, so can you tell me about this new Fantic you've released?
Yeah, well, what I did is I designed it in my shed personally. Used some old spanners. I have no idea what this
I love
bike
it.
is.
It's really nice.
It looks good.
But you're Mr. Fish. Some people will know you from YouTube, and
if they watch it, I try to keep my face off the camera.
Face off
This is
camera.
doing me no favours.
No favours at all, no.
But yes, off YouTube.
And what's caught your eye so far?
So far, actually, I was looking at the off-road. What are these called? Fantics.
The Fantic.
Fantic. The off-road ones I like. But big bikes, because I'm looking to. I'm going to give you an exclusive here. Because
Go on
I'm
then.
trying to update my bike. I'm looking at. Don't hate me because they're big bikes.
GS.
I looked at the GS, the Adventure, KTM 1290, V4 Ducati Multistrada, or what's the other one I looked at? That's Adam, by the way. That was Adam. That was Adam. He's now YouTube famous. What was the other one? Adventure. Go on, name them.
Triumph.
No, it wasn't Triumph because they haven't released that 1200 yet. have they?
Yamaha.
No, Yamaha not here.
Kawasaki.
Not a Kawasaki. What have I missed?
Harley Davidson.
Was it the Harley? No, scrub that. I didn't look at the Harley. Whatever it
it's
was.
a memorable bike that you
Whatever it
can't
was.
remember.
Well,
the
it's
name
out of the three main contenders for the big bikes: KTM, BMW,
of. Or
another Africa Twin.
so really, we don't really need to be on a Fantic stand.
But I'm looking for that small gap in between. So I've got the 125, 250, and 1100. So 500cc, perfect.
So we've got a Fantic Explorer Edition. Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Fish. Just on that, I understand looking at the new Super Cub, which is Euro 5 compliant, and it's got the pillion seat on the back. Quite interesting. Just had a chat with Mr. Fish, a YouTuber, and he seems to think that Honda might be bringing in the CT125. You know, there's a chance, but I don't know. The corporate world of Honda is a bit murky, and I don't think the decision will be as logical as we think it is. So I'm not sure, but does that Super Cub look good in grey? Not entirely convinced, but it's nice to see it with a pillion pad. Oops, sorry mate. Then we've also got the new Grom, Euro 5 Grom, and the Monkey, which is now 5-speed. It's nice. It is nice, but people say that, you know, $4,500 for the imported CT125 is a lot of money, but when you look at it next to or compare it to a monkey bike at the CT looks is a lot more substantial, bigger bike. So I think, you know, either they're both overpriced, or maybe just the Monkey's overpriced. It's getting busy. Quite quiet this morning, but certainly getting busier now. So we've just got the new CB500X, which for 2022 has got the new upside down forks and twin disc. New price as well, 6,349. Looking at comparing it to that Voge earlier at 5.5, £800 extra for the Honda. Visually, I don't think it looks as good as a Voge, but people are going to weigh up resale value, service intervals, which are 8,000 on this, 3,000 on the Voge, and come to their own conclusions. The green, I preferred it in the pictures than I do in the flesh, but the red ones, I'll probably go for a red one. But the 500X has certainly had a lot of evolution since it came out in 2012. There's probably been 4 updates on it since then, and it always gets better. Also got the, what is it, the NT 1100. An incredibly bland looking motorcycle, unfortunately, but probably very good to ride, but very bland. Very bland. CRF 300 sold very well over here in the UK. People are paying above odds for a second-hand bike, so I don't know what's happening to the delivery of them or the supply of them, but not doing well. CRF 300 Rally. It's just good to see people on bikes, young kids on bikes as well.
You gonna ask you a question?
I don't know. We're here with Austin Vince. Austin, how are you?
Hello, I don't know what to say. Hello, the internet. Hello, anybody who knows Nathan Milburn. Welcome to Dorothy's Cocoa Shop. We're here down in Devon, and we've really gone mad. We're having a big opening do, and as you can see, there's people all over the place. Never has the Dorothy brand been so vibrant, so full, and so rich.
Well,
so when the next garbage run comes along, make sure you get down here.
No, we're talking about you.
The waiting list.
We're talking about you. What have you been up to?
We have a safety first policy, which means that there we are. That's better. And then there's a safety first policy here, which means that there's we're really ready for the Omicron variant. Okay, and so obviously we're just getting people revved up for a trip into the Pyrenees. That's pretty good fun. Here's the mighty beast.
Mighty Beast. I hear you swapping to Royal Enfield next year.
One long shot, is it?
Yeah. Oh,
What's the video going to be like?
I don't do editing.
Wow.
So that's the map of the Pyrenees.
Hoovering up the shots.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It.
Somebody's going to freeze frame that to get there. And as you can see, there's a massive problem with an alcohol spillage. Oh no! Well, everyone's drowning in alcohol now.
Safety first.
I've got to be careful in case the rub away the roots. Like a treasure map. Don't. I can't remember. This is the master copy. It's the only.
What
copy.
is this, Austin? What are we looking at?
These are the trails that I've scouted for next year's. These are the trails that I've scouted for next year's very interesting navigation challenge event, the Vince. And we're going to be all based in a hotel here, and everyone will go out trail riding every day, trying to get to these checkpoints. And by getting these checkpoints, they will find that they have to negotiate hundreds of miles of fantastically beautiful mountain trails.
And where can we find out more?
Oh, austinvince.com.